The strange thing about belief is that it often arrives before the question. Many of us inherit ideas about life, identity, morality, politics, or spirituality long before we develop the ability to examine them for ourselves. You know, we are given the conclusions first, then spend years defending them. But genuine understanding begins when we become curious enough to ask, what question was this belief originally trying to answer? You know, you have to understand that every belief, whether religious, cultural, scientific, or personal, emerged as someone's attempt to explain reality. Over time, however, explanations can become traditions, and traditions can become identities. And when that happens, people sometimes protect the belief more fiercely than they pursue the truth it was meant to illuminate. You know, before language, humanity still experienced wonder. It still experienced fear, it still experienced birth, death, love, and the mysteries of life, or let's say the mysteries of existence. The questions came first through experience. Words merely gave those experiences names. So in that sense, the deepest questions were never invented by language. They were discovered by living. You know, now don't get me wrong. This doesn't mean inherited beliefs are false, because many contain profound wisdom accumulated over generations. But wisdom grows when belief remains open to reflection rather than becoming untouchable. A belief that can survive honest question, a belief that cannot survive honest questions is fragile. While a belief that welcomes examinations, it welcomes questions, it often becomes stronger and more meaningful. You know, psychologically, inherited beliefs provide certainty and belonging. They help us make sense of the world and connect us to our communities. You know, at the same time, once a belief becomes part of our identity, questioning it can feel like questioning ourselves. This is why people often defend beliefs emotionally before they evaluate them rationally. Always remember, intellectual maturity is not the absence of belief, but the willingness to examine why we hold it. You know, spiritually, many traditions encourage sincere seeking alongside faith. Things like wonder, humility, and honest questioning need not to be enemies of belief. The search for truth is often a lifelong dialogue between inherited wisdom, personal experience, and thoughtful reflection. A faith or worldview that grows through honest inquiry can become deeper than one accepted without examination. You know, in short, perhaps the goal is not to abandon belief, nor to cling to it blindly. The goal is to remain awake. Ask where your belief came from, what questions they answer, and whether they still lead you towards truth, compassion, and wisdom. You know, sometimes the most profound discovery is not finding a new answer, but rediscovering the original question. My people, hail. Hail.